Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our assembly. This is the first assembly back, and what an eventful few days we've had from trying to come back on last Monday. We had quite a few people understandably off, to then suddenly now we're in a lockdown situation with everyone pretty much working from home on computers or on packs provided by teachers. So yeah, it's been a very eventful few days. I'm going to keep this assembly very brief, very short. I think the assemblies that I'll be doing in the future are going to be we're going to be reading stories and things like that, having a bit of fun. So they won't be their usual sort of manner that we're normally doing. I just wanted to start just with the assembly today, just focusing on our free school rules. And I've got our Bs here. So hopefully, maybe you can say to your parents now what the free school rules are. They all start with the word be. But here's the answers anyway. So we have obviously be ready, be safe, and be responsible. Now, we've done a lot of work over the last few days about being safe. And obviously, at the moment, you're doing the best thing to keep everyone safe at the moment is to stay at home. Only go out if you've got a good reason to go outside. And obviously, if you're in school as well, we've got lots of rules and things that we've got in place to help you to stay safe. So we've done a lot of work on that in the last few days, and it's been an ever-changing situation. So we know about that one. I'm not going to do my assembly on be safe. Be ready. We had to be ready yesterday. A lot of your parents had to come up and come and collect work packs and things like that, and Chromebooks. Some people had some Chromebooks as well. So being ready is really important, ready for this new way of learning. So that's really important. So I'm not going to talk about that one because we talk about that quite a bit. I'm going to talk about this one today. So being responsible, be responsible. We're in a really different situation now, aren't we? Where we are having to learn in a very different way. And we're having to trust you to get on with the work and to hand in your assignments on Google Classroom and do the work in the packs and Miss Turner if you're in Triscombe class. So we need you to be really responsible. During the last lockdown, I think some children did struggle a little bit with doing the work, not having a teacher over them all the time, maybe reacting in a different way to our parents. And some children, they worked really, really well for their parents and came up with the work and handed it in when we asked it to be handed in. And others, weren't making good choices. So I really want to get that message out to everyone today that we need to be very responsible. Everyone needs to be responsible. And if parents are asking you to sit and do your work, you need to do your work. It's really important. The Google Classroom for years 2 to 6, the assignments, they expire on the next day. So you have literally just got one day to complete each of the tasks that your teacher's setting you. And if that's not handed in time, it will alert up on the system. And so then teachers will start contacting you and we'll be asking you some really tough questions like, why haven't you done your work? So I think it's really important that we are taking responsibility, being responsible. The teachers are working really hard. Your parents are having to work really hard as well. And they, some of them are working from home and, doing quite a difficult job to actually have to teach you as well and make sure you're doing your work, and they've got to do their jobs as well. So you could play your part by just being responsible and just getting on with it, get on with the work. There should be nothing that's too difficult in there. It should be challenging. It shouldn't be too easy. And you're used to this way of working, particularly with the maths now, with the videos and then doing the little quizzes afterwards. We've been doing this and we've been practicing this for quite a while now, so you should be used to it. The teachers are working really well to try and get it to mark the work and give you that instant feedback straight away. And we're working on making it so that it's a bit more interactive for you. So we're taking responsibility. You need to take responsibility as well and take the work seriously and make sure you're completing your assignments on time. This is a really different way of doing things. We're no longer, for year 2 to 6, we're no longer coming around doing the deliveries and the drop-offs of packs. So it's all online. So it's really, really important that you take that responsibility and do that, and certainly not play parents up and say, oh, I don't want to do it, I want to go on my Xbox or what have you. That can't, of course, have breaks and things, and you don't have to do everything all in one go. Just follow what your parents are saying to do that, but most of all, just take that responsibility yourself. Okay, so that's the end of my assembly. Sorry, it's a bit of a nagging sort of assembly, but I will do more uplifting and more interesting assemblies than that. But obviously, just to recap our rules on here, we've done about being responsible. So be responsible, do the work that we've set you. It's very, very important. Be ready as well. So, rather than if you're working at a kitchen table, what have you, make sure you've got all your right equipment, make sure everything's all in place so you're ready to learn as well. But most of all, obviously, the message is out there all the time. Be safe, stay at home, protect the NHS and save lives. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next assembly.